After last week's Nintendo Direct Mini, a lot of people thought that we were going to see another Nintendo Direct within 20 days. That has been the trend for this thing. And so people started speculating, maybe something crazy is going to happen. Well, earlier this week, Ubisoft tweeted out, a member of Ubisoft, one of the workers there, tweeted out that something crazy was coming to Nintendo Switch and that it was going to break the internet. And a lot of people were like, what is this dude talking about? Does he actually know something? Is he just generating hype? What is exactly going on? Then earlier today, Nintendo announced that they will be doing a small little presentation about a new thing that's going to help bring in, families and casual game players to the Nintendo Switch. And a lot of people were like, nah, I don't like the sound of this, but I like to keep an open mind with stuff like this because I don't think necessarily all casual games are bad. If you didn't enjoy Wii Sports, you probably don't have a soul, and that's the most casual game of all time. So I was willing to keep an open mind. And then we just saw what Nintendo was talking about. We just saw what this new thing from Nintendo is. And it's certifiably insane. This thing is nuts. This thing is completely out of left field. Nintendo Labo. What is this thing for the Nintendo Switch? I don't really comprehend it all. I don't really have my mind grasped around it quite yet, but I know one thing. I think I love it. So let's talk about Nintendo Labo, what it is, and what to sort of expect from the future of this thing, because it's probably the most off-the-wall thing Nintendo's done in a long, long time.
Hey, RGT 85. Hey, Sean.
Oh my God, it's Stevie Richards! So what is Nintendo Labo that is coming to the Nintendo Switch at the end of April? I don't really know how to explain this, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty crazy, but it's pretty cool. So imagine sort of the whole Toys to Life platform, that was a thing that got very, very popular, but then it just sort of dwindled out because at the end of the day, it's still just simply a toy on a little plaque, and you can only do so much with it. Well, what if you were able to transform your Nintendo Switch into different things with simple things like cardboard that would allow you to allow these different sorts of experiences that you've never quite experienced? So when the start of this trailer happened, you have a girl sitting there at a piano, and she makes sort of this cardboard piano, puts her Switch in it, and goes dun 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 dun, and starts playing the notes. And I'm like, okay. I was a fan of Wii music. I didn't think it was that bad. This is pretty crazy though. And as the video continues on, you start to see more and more concepts and more ideas of what Nintendo Labo is going to be. It's essentially create your own sort of video game experience out of cardboard, but play the video game in a different way. So imagine being able to experience VR without an expensive headset. Imagine being able to do something like that. I think that's what this is aiming to do. The most interesting one that they showed, the most interesting piece of information that they showed from this, in my opinion, was this robot simulator, this giant robot simulator, where you have like this little crazy thing and this backpack, and you have your Joy-Cons in your hand, and you're smashing down buildings, and you look kind of dumb doing it because you have this cardboard backpack on, you have all this cardboard on your body, but you can't say that won't be very fun. You can't say that that's not going to rekindle the child in your heart. And that was the message that Nintendo was pretty much outputting with this, that this will be for kids and kids at heart. And I think they might have nailed it. One of the cool things about this is that since it's just basic cardboard, you have to imagine the cost of these things is not going to be very expensive. And it looks like that the first two announced packages, one that comes with a basic sort of thing and one that comes with the robot builder, will have the software in it as well. So you'll just buy these packages and then create your own little cardboard world. I mean, who doesn't love box forts and stuff like that? I have so many boxes in my game room right now. I could probably make a kick-ass box fort. But this is weird. This is out of left field, but I think I love it because of this core concepts that they showed within this. You can customize and color on your things if you want to make yours unique. You can, of course, write RGT 85 on the side of it if you want to be really cool like the cool kids are. And it looks like there's going to be a bunch of different things available for this. They showed like a fishing module where a person basically created a fishing rod out of cardboard and then was fishing with the game with a tablet. Instead of being in your hands like this, it was sideways like you see in some of the shmup games. There was a motorcycle racer where the person made a set of handlebars and put the Switch tablet in the bottom of the thing and then was using it as like handlebars. And since the Joy-Cons have all this motion sensing technology in them that we have seen is arguably better than anything Nintendo has done up to this point, this concept can really work. And I would like to see more crazy ideas like this. I would like to see more off the wall things from Nintendo when it comes to Nintendo Labo, because really, you have to imagine that development cost of these games isn't very expensive. They're just sort of mini game experiences. They're just sort of interactive experiences, like sort of like sucking you in like VR, but you're not just having a headset. You actually have physical stuff on your body, and you don't have to necessarily worry about stuff like motion sickness and stuff that plagues people with VR. I am someone who gets pretty motion sick, so I've never really been able to enjoy VR. Something like this, anyone can enjoy it. There's a real huge realm of possibilities that they could do with this. You know, they could do a sword game where you create a sword and you put the Joy-Con in the cardboard sword, and now you're hacking down, slashing down people. There's just so many different things they could go about with this route. And it's probably not aimed towards core gamers. It's obviously not aimed towards core gamers. There's gonna be gamers on your YouTube feed that are gonna be like, this is the stupidest thing ever. Nobody's gonna go for this, blah, blah, blah. But if there's one thing that Nintendo has shown, it's that their products usually rise to the top. Things like Amiibo. You know, a lot of people thought Amiibo were just gonna be this fad, but Amiibo is still pretty popular. Tons of people still love to collect Amiibo. Things like motion controls. People thought motion controls were just gonna be a fad, and for the most part, they have sort of phased out, but this is actually an interesting way to bring them back into a little bit of a limelight. It's a way for people to enjoy motion controls without having them shoehorned in to their core game experiences. I'm not saying that this is going to be great. I'm not saying that this is even going to work out well, but I love the thinking behind it. I love the concept behind it. I love this sort of just off the wall Nintendo, like we could do whatever we want. Let's just try something completely different. And that's really what they're doing with Nintendo Labo. And it looks like it's not just going to be, you know, a once in a lifetime thing. It looks like they're going to be doing multiple packages, multiple designs from this. I want to see more musical instruments. I want to see just crazy stuff. Just hit me with crazy stuff. Some people may be upset with this because it kind of negates Nintendo core experiences. There's been a ton of core experiences on the Nintendo Switch so far, and I get that. I've been playing most of them. I still have some that I have to catch up on, but doing something like this really introduces a new audience. It really brings in new people to the system. Imagine walking around in public with your little robot suit and just like, oh, I'm beating up buildings. Like, people will think you're crazy. But isn't that what video games is all about? Isn't video games supposed to be, you know, this fun experience, this crazy sort of experience, a sort of counterculture experience? You know, it's never been a suit and tie affair, and this is just harkening back to that youthful side of things, and I like it. You know, I don't necessarily think it's going to be the greatest thing in the world. It could completely flop if they don't execute it well, but from what I saw in this presentation, I'm digging this. This is something different. This is something unique, and that robot one, that's the one I want. I will be getting that stupid little robot costume, and I will do a live stream of me putting together with cardboard this robot costume. And let me tell you, folks, I am not an artist. I cannot cut in, you know, in a straight line. I cannot color in between the lines. So mine is going to look ghetto. Mine is going to look ghetto as hell. But that's not going to stop me from checking this out, because I think it's really different. It's really unique, and it's really something that could sort of stimulate the video game industry and, you know, create this sort of crazy outside of the box thinking that we haven't really seen. A lot of these companies are playing it safe lately, and then here comes Nintendo. Hey, here's some cardboard, play video games. Yes, sir. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked on Nintendo Labo. I want to see more about it. I want to see if maybe third-party companies will get in on this bandwagon and try something unique, because I really think the possibilities are endless for it. And it's nice to see it sort of being a deviation from the core experiences. You're not shoehorning in things and ideas like motion controls into the core experiences just to do it. You're sort of creating new core experiences. So I'm very curious to see more about this. I really enjoyed the presentation, and I thought it was very fun. It was very lighthearted. Let me know what you think about Nintendo Labo, though, because if you don't like it, then that's not good. I mean, you should like things, right? And thank you for checking out this video. If you're new here to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, share this video around, show your friends how crazy Nintendo Labo is, because it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. But yes, sincerely, thank you for checking out this video. Check out other videos on the channel. We're doing Switch stuff on the channel. We're doing retro gaming on the channel. Soon we'll incorporate some more PS4 and Xbox One stuff. I promise it's coming, folks. And of course, if you really enjoyed me, make sure you check out all the links in the description box down below. We got a Patreon page. We got a Facebook page. We got a Twitter page. We got t-shirts. We got all sorts of fun stuff. Make sure you guys check out all those links. Thank you for checking out this video and continually supporting the channel. We passed over 75,000 subscribers. Let's hit 100,000, baby. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.
RGT NA5, RGT NA5. RGT NA5.